fuck out some commas. Let's fuck out some commas, yeah. Let's fuck out some commas. Let's fuck out some.
K17.
You know the other thing that we get to do?
On today's season finale episode of NBA 2K TV, we have the second annual prizes for you. On today's season finale episode of NBA 2K TV, we have the
This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kinda hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time. So here goes nothing.
Of course, you can have him.
At the power forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 5.
It's an Eastern Conference matchup as the Atlanta Hawks come into town in this game. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. For the season series. The Hawks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them. We start off this game. Schroeder kicks to Horford. Outside Korver. Now the pass to Schroeder. Beyond the arc. That's good. Schroeder's got 7 points in the game. Relawar is gravity. Property of great shooters to draw defenders out and space the floor. Wow. Players with more gravitational pull, I guess you could say, than Kyle Korver.
Yeah, he commands a lot of defensive attention, actually superstar level attention.
Stop camping.
Bazemore
Stop
passes to
camping.
Millsap.
Really. Literally stop.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Oh my gosh. It's freaking
seasons back in
won't stay
college.
still.
A former second-round pick was kind of swept on, but now clearly making his mark in the NBA.
Greg, you were talking about Millsap's ferocious rebounding. He battles inside, but Clark, he is so skilled.
Yeah, he's just really a good all-around basketball player. He can pass, handle, step out, and hit the 3.
Don't you even dare do.
He makes an
Oh
impact
my
on the game in a lot
god.
of ways.
Freaking hacker.
Here's Bazemore. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
5 buckets without a miss.
You know
That's
what,
a
dude? I
fantastic
swear.
start.
Wizards trail by 7.
Stop.
They need a good
camping.
offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones. A long
I can't get
time
a kill
without a
though.
basket.
They gotta find some, you're right.
Oh my gosh.
Here's Freak. Nailed from three-point land. Freak's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Finally, you got me
Doris
killed.
Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Earlier, I was able to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. Shoot first and ask questions later is a philosophy all players can get with and one he instilled in his team today. With the shooters they've got, he wants any open look to immediately result in a jump shot. Players love it, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Always want to get those threes falling consistently.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right, because
Hey,
that's
Jay,
really the
man.
only way that you can force the defense to spread out and extend itself, and when that happens, then other opportunities are created.
Wizards making a switch here. Nene's checked in, and a change for the Hawks. Teague's checked in, and
Stop
that one's good.
camping.
Millsap.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Outside for Beal. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Freak. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Gortat. Dudley comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Sessions subbed in for Bradley Beal. Pass to Scott. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And in the second round, the Wizards continued to be a tough opponent. I mean, they went up 2-1 on the Hawks, but were unable to keep the series lead. A lot of close, heartbreaking losses for them in that series.
And Dudley kicks to Nene. Rebounded by Cephalosha.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the Hawks would ultimately take down the Wizards last year in the postseason. John Wall and his injury were a big turning point in that match.
Subbed in for Session. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Al Horford is checked in for Splitter. Millsap comes in for Mike Scott. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Cephalosha. And it's Korver in for Dennis Schroeder. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Hawks, Teague and Korver are the guards. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. And it's Bazemore at the small forward position.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, though.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Gortat's checked in for Nene. And both free throws good from Freak. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Teague's it to Bazemore. Porter with the steal. Now here's Freak. Teague covering. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Korver. And Teague, here we go. That's good. Teague's got 4 points in the quarter.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Morris, no good. What a season for Al Horford last year. Such a great display from him and his team as he led the Hawks to the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference.
And for all the team accomplishments the Hawks had, Horford was able to hit some of his own milestones as well. Had his first career triple-double last season. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets wasn't happy with how he played. He had 6 points and had active hands on the defensive side of things as well, coming up with some key steals. One thing that's a bit disturbing for him right now is the fact that it's been a string of games like this together. His numbers are down, and we'll see if he can buck the trend in this one, guys.
Doris, thanks. And we all know he wants to come out here and move on.
Yeah, and what would really help is if he could come out and get off to a good, quick start here tonight.
That would be a huge help. I mean, the faster he can move on and get locked into the present, the better off his team will be. When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
And this is a thunderstorm because they got it flowing right now. They are putting on a nice run.
Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to Cleveland.
Guys, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out, though. If you're going to shoot in the low 30s, you're going to end up losing a lot of games.
Well, it's exactly. I mean, you just can't win if you don't shoot a better percentage than that. It's not going to happen.
Millsap with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Teague's got the ball. Here's Bazemore. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
For the Wizards, J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. Dudley comes in for Otto Porter Jr., and it's John Wall in for Freak. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Atlanta. And so Bazemore nails both of them. Well, you have to love the energy and the effort given every night by Kent Bazemore, hustling for loose balls. Greg, a lot like you, actually. Runs the floor like a tornado, can handle the ball. The consummate role player.
Yeah, he really is. And you know, you have to have guys who can be effective without the basketball. Okay, there's only one out there. Right. You're going to have 5 guys, so you need other areas of the game to be effective. And he focuses on the defense, the rebounding, all those little things that add up to victories.
To the inside, stolen by Dudley. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The Hawks on top.
Well, guys, I'm here with Bradley Beal. And Bradley, we've heard Coach stress the importance of rebounding. Is that going to have to be a team effort in the second half for all 5 players on the court?
Yeah, all five guys. But I think we're too worried about getting out in transition. So I think 1 through 5, including the guards, we all got to get in there and rebound.
The guards must contribute on the glass, no doubt. Bradley, thank you. Guys?
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys. Freaks checked in for the Wizards. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Chris Humphries has checked in for Kent Bazemore. Bradley Beal and Otto Porter Jr. are the wingmen. Markieff Morris is out there with Gortat. And it's Freak in at the 1. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. From deep three-point range. And again, Washington no good.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and getting as good as they get on the inside. And guys, you got to love the front court for these Atlanta Hawks. I mean, Al Horford and Paul Millsap both give up a few inches in terms of height, but you won't find a more skilled and versatile front court in the NBA.
Well, speaking of the skill of the Atlanta front court, their offense predicated on ball movement and spacing and shooting. A lot like San Antonio. Horford and Millsap, a perfect fit.
Really, those two enjoy playing together. Excellent chemistry between them because they're both mobile, agile, skilled big guys.
For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to Brooklyn.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan. And they